Hey, collective. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, and having a good time. Sorry, I'm laughing a little bit much, only because I was watching somebody and they were talking about veneers, and I'm only laughing because I feel like somebody was like trying to send me some energy of like worrying about what my teeth look like. And saying, why didn't this person just go get some veneers? It only costs as much because I don't want veneers. And I have a son who needs braces as well. And my decision is to actually wait for a few more months and have us both go and get things together so that like there's it doesn't even matter. That's a part of it too. That's why I feel like it's like a lot of people being worried about other people's business and it's not their business. And so, they're being shut out. It's against their religion to share anymore. Like they can't even tell you what's going on with them. It's just not even an option. Like you see what's going on with them. You see what's going on with the collective. Why are you, poking and prodding? That's the energy that I get. So I feel like it's a great time for the collective. We're actually in this incredibly heightened energy of like just being able to really accomplish things, being super hyper focused. And that's great. That's extremely great. Look, the age of enlightenment. That's also significant because we are in the Aquarius, right? Season. Yes. Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Okay. Take you look at that celebration and joy, relaxation and homecoming. I got that too. That was a heavy download this morning. There's a cleaning lady or assistant. But I feel like everything is like good energy. Like it's not a negative energy with a lot of the communications that are coming out. All of your dreams are coming true. So there's let me make sure I can actually hear to the reading. So all of your dreams are coming true. Oh yeah, okay, I can hear. So it's against your religion to kind of like, I feel like people want you to reveal everything that you're doing. So and that's just not, that's not realistic. You know what I mean? It just isn't. It's not realistic at all for someone to want to like communicate to other people every step. And that's why it's become, a part of, it's against your religion. You can't communicate because your higher self is like, no, we don't do that here. So that's also a thing, because I very much so felt like there's this energy of, ooh, I hear the song Superstar in the background of like it's like this energy of like a lot of self-love. Like there's this spiritual connection between you, your higher self. You've been wow. Okay. Yeah, I can't get past what's coming out here. This is all really great. It says #1 fan. Like I'm hearing again the Superstar song and this I love you unconditionally, action and power to manifest. So a lot of that energy, like I said, it feels really good. All of your dreams are coming true, right? 15, your changing thoughts are changing your life. Align your awareness and energy with your thoughts that lift you. And I believe that's exactly what you're doing. You're making sure to be conscious, to be aware, to be mindful of your agreements. Ooh, there's some energy of like marking off things and getting maybe a last few things done or something. Because again, there's always these little cards that I did not, I'd be taking notes on, I'll take notes on blank cards sometimes. And so it's kind of like, maybe there's this understanding to maybe, there's some healing. Okay. So there's some healing taking place maybe with family. That's what I got to in the pre-shuffle. So they have been faced with lots of scrutiny and eventual turn downs from anyone they reach out to for anything. So maybe now that that's kind of being healed, there is some scrutiny taking place between family members or of family members by a certain individual. There's some like defamation of character energy, somebody speaking ill about someone else, and really them being able to see like being careful about who they keep around them. That's interesting. Yeah. And then there's also some twin energy. It says, mommy and daddy's love is overpowering the universe. I felt that these last few days. And maybe there's a return or of energy from a significant period, maybe several years ago from May or June. I'm getting like summer energy, maybe 2021, 2022. Oh yeah, that's some past karmic baby daddy, baby mama drama. But that you're in control. Maybe even if it's not a baby daddy or baby mama, it's just, you know, maybe a past person and they're jealous, sending out a lot of energy. Maybe there's an Aries that's significant or insignificant is what I'm hearing. Mm. There's like another side of a coin of like past people, because like, you know, it's like, okay, you flipped a coin and then you decided, you know what, I want a whole different coin. I just want to play over here with a quarter, and over here I was playing with a penny, and I'm just going to skip the nickels and dimes because I see that that's not worth my time, because they already then said the pennies is canceled, so no more pennies. I got to actually look at this quarter now because this is the only coin that's of high value. That's the energy. I don't know, that's what I'm seeing. I couldn't see the bigger picture. It's a hard pill to swallow. Yeah, maybe all of this was the first card that I saw when I started the reading, and it's all about like celebration and joy, like this whole like Four of Wands energy, just making sure that your place of home, your inner and the creator, you know, which is you as well, right? You know, you see everything, and you know that people will be upset by your decisions, maybe E and J and O and T. I don't know how to make it, however it works. They can continually put a wedge between you and them, maybe. Maybe these people are getting convicted at this time. B initial maybe could, oh, maybe there's something there. Maybe someone, B is the initial that's getting convicted. I don't know. Don't trust their sister or brother is what's being told too. The only option they have is to go through karma. So yeah, that was a heavy energy too. Like people trying to like skip, because it was something, it was, okay. I took some screenshots of some notes. So I was told to like, okay, so the reason why I chose this picture, because this lady has been all over the place, right? And I was heavy in the energy to the collective, like, don't judge things right now, don't judge. And when I saw her, I was so like wanting to judge. I was starting to judge. I was thinking of things to judge about. And I really had to work on controlling my feelings, right? And so as I was sitting there in that energy, like trying to judge and, you know, or trying not to judge rather, or trying to understand why I was judging, or anything that could help me just remove myself from it. I just sat in the energy of like, don't judge, just don't judge, don't move yourself from looking at it. You know, that's what I did. Which is why I've mentioned here, like, you've not only healed, you've grown and evolved. So people were mad at your healing, but now they're going to be mad at your growth and evolvement as well. Like they're going to see your growth and involvement. Just like they saw your healing, they're going to see your growth and involvement as well. So that's going to be the next, maybe two things as well. Maybe that's also why you're getting twins, is because like you're birthing a lot of things is what I'm understanding. You know what I mean? Like in all different kinds of ways, in all ways that you can think of fertility, not just in the sense of, because, you know, you have to be pregnant with ideas and with creativity and with circumstance, you know what I mean? Like possibility, that, you know, possibility despite circumstances, even, is what I'm hearing here. But anyway, because she was in that type of situation too. But what I was thinking was like, well, if you look at it from a spiritual standpoint, it is kind of against a spiritual person's religion to tell you their business, right? 11:11 on the clock at that. Like it's against that, right? So why would the collective start changing up or switching up and like making new plans? That was also the thing, like stick to the plan. So there's a lot of like, the collective is doing what they're supposed to. That's really all that people are going to know. Okay. 11:11. You are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. And that's exactly what I saw in the pre-shuffle too. This is a huge part. This is playing a huge part of all of this. Your financial freedom is on the way too. Like all of those things, they're coming right along with this celebration, right? Oh, and here's the spirit baby info. Mommy and daddy are always increasing and improving themselves and their circle around them. Love this. Yeah, I get an energy too of the connection, the spiritual connection, where things are being fixed with respect to like history and like I said, the older generations and stuff like that. And what's working in their favor is that they have this friendship, right? And then they also are always improving themselves. And because of that, the people around them see, like, okay, well, how are you doing this? Like, what made you look at it from this perspective? How did you figure this out to tell me something like that? That may be where they're getting it from too. Like they're wondering, like, where are you getting this from? And they're saying, well, I told you. Well, I told you. And it's actually kind of making a difference. Yeah, their family has been burdened by the community learning the truth. Yeah. So I feel like in the past, their family may have felt like that was going to be an issue, but now what's happening is the past people's families are burdened by the community learning the truth of like how they play games, what they do, you know, how they do things. And they know now because of seeing this, like people are witnessing this. Now they're seeing how much in love you are or will be soon. Because they understand like what you've grown and evolved to. Yeah, that you've been constantly upgrading. Look at this. Like I didn't know this was gonna go this way. I was just doing so. I was putting in the effort. And that's what you're supposed to know too. It's worth the effort and you are resilient for what you're doing at this point in time, what you're embarking on, what you've made your decisions about. You know what I mean? A lot of people, yeah, this is the part of it too, because I was going through some of my grandmother's things and I found this in like some other herbs and stuff like that. And then these cards always, you know, fly out and stuff. And I found this one upside down. And it's kind of like they were trying to send out this energy of you like not really being of stable mind, but it's like that's not the case here. It's just kind of like you just keep to yourself because you learn that it's not necessary. Oh, that's what was I watching the other day? So who was that? It's a rapper. I think I've talked about him before. He's pretty spiritual too. Kevin Gates, was it Kevin Gates? I think it was him. Yeah, I think it was Kevin Gates. So I was watching Kevin Gates and it just, you know, I don't know if it was backgrid or something, but he was in a club. But you could tell by the way he was standing because it was just something that I identified, you know, when I saw him. Like you could tell by the way that he's standing, like that he really does not trust, you know, the outside world, which I don't think is a bad thing because when you reach certain levels of things, especially like success and like financial stability or just, you know, anything, obtaining anything that somebody else might want, you know, or somebody sees of value, you know, even if it's a karmic parent, you know, in some instances, what you're seeing is that like people don't care about the relationship, you know, people don't care about, you know, you really can't, you know, you'll know who you can trust. That's why I kept saying this when I saw this. I was like, yeah, there's something about like having another good cleaning lady and assistant. Like you're going to get that. And if you've never had a good assistant, which I haven't really had one of those before, but I have had an excellent cleaning lady. She had like a crew, but like, that's what I'm getting is like the same energy. So like, it's going to be the same kind of energy. Like you may have two different teams to kind of handle things as well. And I get an energy is like, there's not this last name of Smith, but it's like a very, like you'll become a common name. Like your name will be common. You'll be able to like, I don't know, you're becoming like a household name is what I'm understanding. Like the connection is going to evolve in your name becoming a household name. Yeah, I think that's what you're working at. And this love is real. You can depend on this person. And that's also what I'm getting, like the people around you. Like there's energies around you that are coming in that also have seen this too. And I get like their family members, like this is part of the family too that's going to be receiving some of this healing. Okay. Yeah, and for these people here, these people in this karmic debt, maybe this is this karmic parent, they may not realize that they're in karmic psychosis until it's too late. Because you're here focusing and, you know, facing life and calling the shots in your life. And it looks like this is another spirit baby message and a number message, and then I'll leave it at that. But spirit baby message is daddy is excited to be in union with mommy. He feels like he's floating. I get a lot of like happy energy, good vibes, and 333. All right, let's see. You are powerfully aligned with Jesus and other ascended masters at this time. You are at a crucial point in your journey where you can go beyond all previous setbacks. So that's what's taking place here. And you know that. That's what you've been working towards. Maybe for the masculine energies, there's been this like celibate or asexual kind of energy that you've been enduring. And that's where you've been at and are focused on and communicating in this age of Atlantis. And it's a lot of self-love that you desire because you want to be able to keep that for yourself until your old age. And you're not willing to kind of lose your reputation or status from any cult faith or psychological or verbal abuse or trauma that may be trying to come towards you. Oh, wow. Okay. And that's why maybe you're working on some child, like the familial issues is because of the childhood identity. Yeah, there's a lot of energy that's pulling around there. And there's something about like you understanding some type of like natural disaster, maybe something that you saw in Central America. Has there been something there? Or maybe it was someone who's from Central America, Central or South America. Like there's some type of natural disaster. Yeah, maybe from some, I don't know, maybe someone's like feeling like, oh, okay, well, you know, they're willing to sacrifice their mother identity of like maybe being with someone for a polyamorous or polygamous relationship, and that wasn't what you wanted either. I don't know. I feel like some people are trying to throw themselves at the divine masculines, and they're realizing like how to discern who actually has the ethical religion and faith, and who's actually like trying to abandon poverty trauma through this love and abandonment energy. Yeah. There was also this greed that was heavy at the top too. Like someone's understanding on like how to not build things off of greed, how not to look at it from a place of greed, because if greed only focuses in one area, right? It doesn't actually like encompass all the things that it should to actually be balanced out. And that's what I'm understanding is like there's this like understanding of how to identify and balance out one's energy. Like it's just this more becoming more natural. It's becoming more natural to someone to really get in this World War age lover identity, you know, despite it maybe any like, I feel like a lot of people desire someone to be in a fanatical faith of like a spinster love, but that feels oppressive, you know, and someone's not willing to commit, you know, like what I mean? Someone's not willing to commit to look at something as oppression and trauma at any stage of their life. Like they have to go forward is what I'm understanding. And that's how they stand in their divine energy as well. So I don't know. I'm just looking at this, but let me see what else these notes said here. Okay, yeah, so I was told not to judge, and now I understand why, because it made sense. No matter how much I was like, this is a mental health crisis, it feels like I feel like someone's like unstable and all these other things too. There's another energy too that I got. It's like, always remember, nobody can help make you a boss. Like that's also an energy that's being acknowledged. And also like people may be feeling like you're in an energy of telling them like, I can't help you. Nobody can. The only person can help you is you. Go help yourself. And rightfully so. That should always be your energy, right? You shouldn't be looking to have to rescue anybody. And I don't feel like that's a desire. And by having a spiritual connection, that's how you are able to know more like what's worth the effort and what's not, and how to be resilient and what's not. And that's why I feel like the spirit baby energy keeps popping out like this too. And then there's also this other quote. So one of them was Nipsey Hussle. He was like, always remember, can't nobody help make you a boss. And that's what's, you know, some people are going to have to show themselves that this time around. There are people who've already shown themselves that, who are pretty much going to come out, and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, but that's a part of like, it's against my religion to let you know what I'm doing. Just know that I'm doing what I'm always doing. I'm working hard. I put in, you know, in my work. That's what we always do. But anyway, and that's because you do things alone. Like you're comfortable in that. If nobody will help you, do it alone. But you're in that energy. Like you're in this Michael Jordan energy, which I wish his children would stop bringing up his name. I really didn't like that. Like the whole reason why his son was even acknowledged for whatever was happening in his moment was because he was bringing up his name. And I feel like that's so inappropriate. I don't feel like people should try to pull any type of celebrity, you know, status for getting out of doing things that are just illegal. It's just not Okay, but anyway, but that's also like why maybe the energy is being felt of like letting everybody, handle their own things, and knowing what to do and what to, what to invest in, what to not invest in. 11:22 on the clock. After this, I'm gonna stop there. All right, 11:22, and then I will leave you. Okay. Is that even in here? I'll just read 11. 11, and then because 11 is going to be the same thing as 11. I've read that far in the book. Wait, unless they have 11:22. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 is my favorite. I love when it progresses like that. Or 3, 2, 1. I feel like calming is happening when it's 3, 2, 1. But anyway, I'll read 11, and then 22. You are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. 11 again. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. Yep, that's where you are. You have the power and gifts that will light up the world. Focus on the highest good. You were born to shine. All right. I feel like this is really a lot of powerful energy and information. It's just you really kind of celebrating all of your successes and your failures. Both require great courage. That's what my tea bag said today. And I'll leave you with that. I hope this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.